Hey everyone, welcome. Merry Christmas. This is Christmas week, and the Packers are still in the playoff hunt, and the Packers are making it tough for themselves, everyone. But we're talking today about the Packers playoff path, okay? The Packers playoff path. Obviously, it got complicated. I don't know if you know this. My name is Rev Trev, and I'm so glad that you're here because we're talking Packers, my favorite NFL team for decades. And I have been through the ups and downs, and this season has been buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. And I said that at the very beginning of the season. If you watch my videos at the beginning, you know that I've been saying that for the whole time. I just didn't realize it was going to be this bumpy and this crazy. And I know that, we're kind of like bipolar, right? 1 week we are absolutely amazing. Looks like we're going to make the playoffs. Next week, number of weeks we look like that, beating great teams. And then all of a sudden we're losing to garbage teams. And now we're making it hard for ourselves. And so here is what is happening. You'll want to watch this video because this is going to be talking about the percentages, the pathways. It is super complicated. So I'm going to kind of try to make it as basic as possible. By the way, do you like my new chain? Let's go. On my new hat. I love it. I love this new gear I got. These are so cool. Okay. Plus my Christmas shirt, slaying it. It's pretty cool. Anyways, if you haven't had that like and subscribe yet, please hit that like and subscribe because I make incredible, passionate Packer content, and I'm so pumped about the chances we have. Now, have you been discouraged being a Packers fan this year? Absolutely. Everyone is. Do you want Joe Barry fired? Everyone wants him fired, right? But at the end of the day, he's on the team. Packers never fire people or rarely fire people out into we rarely fire people during the season. And so that is something that you have to consider, okay? You have to consider this. That is not normal, even though, and then the question is, if we fire Joe Barry, what do we do? Like, who replaces him? Who's the interim? Are we even better? All I know is we have 3 games. We control a lot of our own, well, not really. We have to win our games in order to have a shot. So let's dive into this because I know this is why you're here. I want to talk about the percentages. And so I'm going to try to bring this up. Ooh, going the wrong way. Okay, so if we want to win out, okay, everyone, the Green Bay Packers at 6-8 right now have a 23% chance to make the playoffs. That is just the honest truth. The numbers don't lie, right? So if we win 3 games in a row, we go 9-8, and that is the best chance to win out. So if the Packers win out, they have a 95% chance of making the postseason. And so that is why I'm making this video, because there's still a chance. It's like the Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. And it's not even 1 in a million, like he said. Lloyd Christmas, and anyways. So let's talk about a little bit more. Now, what if we don't win out? Okay, what if we don't win out? If we go to the 2-1 scenarios, if we go 2-1, we go 2-1 with a loss in the last week against the Bears. I know this is so so abnormal. Like, come on, we're not going to lose to the Bears if we win the first 2 weeks. I understand, but we have a 21% chance if we go 2-1 with a loss to the Bears. If we go 2-1 with a loss to the Vikings, we have a 9% chance to make the playoffs. And if we go 2-1 with a loss to the Panthers, we have a 32% chance. So obviously we need to win out, right? At the Panthers. We got to win that game. I mean, there's no scenario in my mind. I mean, any team could beat any team any given Sunday. I totally understand that concept, but I just can't see us losing this game, right? Can you see us losing this game? Because I can't. Now, we go into Minnesota in the second to last weekend of the year. That's going to be a little tougher, but they have Rich Mullins, and he's not very good. Just saying, the rest of their team is pretty good. I think their defense is good. Justin Jefferson back. I mean, Hawkinson's fantastic. One of the best tight ends this year. Addison is coming to his own. Ty Chandler is now running the ball really well. Why didn't you start running him before? I don't get it. How did you guys not see this in practice? Anyways, but your defense is better. Very good. But quarterback, I just think we got a major chance with that quarterback. Are you kidding me? Mullins? We got to win that game, right? I know. So anyways, here's the thing, everyone. And then we go back to Lambeau and we play the Bears. And I like, for Bears fans, this is such an important game for you. This is more important. I know it's not more important for you because we're trying to make the playoffs here, but we have to win that game. You have to win that game. It's going to be an awesome final game of the season. Okay. So here's the deal. So let's talk about this. I want to show you something that I found on The Athletic, and they were trying to do the scenarios because it's super complicated on what the chances are. Okay, here are the chances. Here's scenario 1. Okay, so this is The Athletic. How can the 6-8 Packers make the playoffs? Examining Green Bay's second most likely pass. Okay, so if you go here. Scenario 1. Okay, scenario 1. Packers have to win out. Okay, they have to win out. They got to finish 9-8, and then the Vikings got to lose to the Lions in Week 16. The Packers in Week 17 before beating the Lions in Week 18, or beat the Lions in Week 16 and lose to them, and then in Week 18 and finish at 9-8. Now the Rams have to beat the Saints in Week 16, okay, which is going on right now, and the Giants in Week 17 before losing to the 49ers in Week 18, finish with a 9-8. The Ravens beat the 49ers in Week 16 to increase the chances of San Francisco plays its starters in Week 18 against the Rams to try to secure the NFC's top seed. Saints lose to the Rams in Week 16. I know, this is how complicated this is. And the Buccaneers in Week 17, before beating the Falcons in Week 18, finish 8-9 while ensuring Falcons don't finish with a winning record. And then the Buccaneers need to lose to the Jaguars in Week 16 before beating the Saints in Week 17 and the Panthers in Week 18 to finish 9-8 and secure number 4 seed as an NFC South winner. Even if Seattle wins out, okay, this is for all my Seattle Seahawks fans, which I don't mind the Seahawks. Even if they win out against the Texans, Steelers, and Cardinals in this scenario to finish 10-7, and the Packers would make the playoffs as the number 7 seed via head-to-head tiebreaker over the Rams. That's interesting. Okay, now it gets even more complicated when it comes to scenario 2. I know, can you follow me with this? Can you read this? Vikings lose to the Lions in either Week 16 or 18 and to the Packers in Week 17, finish 9-8. Rams have to lose to the Saints in Week 16, beat the Giants in Week 17, and 49ers, resting their starters in Week 18, finish 9-8. Saints beat the Rams in Week 16, lose to the Bucs in Week 17, and beat the Falcons in Week 18, finish with 9-8, while ensuring Falcons finish below 500. And then it goes Buccaneers lose to the Jaguars in Week 16 before beating the Saints in Week 17 and the Panthers in Week 18 to finish 9-8, securing the number 4 seed as an NFC South winner via head-to-head tiebreaker. And then even if Seattle wins out against Titans, Steelers, and Cardinals in this scenario to finish 10-7, the Packers would make the playoffs as the number 7 seed by winning a 3-way tiebreaker with the Rams and Saints. And then I love what Matt LaFleur says, okay? All I know is this. We've got 3 weeks left. We've got 3 games, and every game is a playoff mentality. Who knows what will happen? But we can't get it all back at once. You've got to earn it every day. You've got to get back to practice and just give it our best shot from here on out. I mean, so as complicated as it is, okay? As complicated as it is, it's just that we got to take care of our own business, and then other teams are going to play other teams, okay? And where the where everything lies is where everything lies. Like if Minnesota goes 3 and out, we can't win. Like there's so many of those scenarios that the other teams go 3 and out, right? Now the Vikings. Did I say the Vikings? Minnesota? Yeah, I did. That's the thing. The Vikings play the Lions twice. So once at home, once on the road. Like, what are the chances? Like, let's be honest. What are the chances that the Vikings win both of those games? Now, if they had Kirk Cousins, I would say, yes, they have a good chance of winning both of those games, or if not one or the other, okay? Let's just be honest about that. So it is so crucial. This game, not only our game against the Panthers, we got to be cheering for the Lions to beat the Vikings just for that scenario to not take place, okay? But there are so many things. Like, it is absolutely crazy. This NFC division is absolutely nuts. It's crazy scenarios, percentages. But I just love the percentage. If we win, if we go 3 and out, we just take care of business, we got a 95% chance of making the playoffs. Now, the question is, are we going to do that? That's going to be difficult to do. It's going to be difficult to do because I think the Bears are playing much better, and they don't like losing to us, right? They don't like losing. And week 1, we embarrassed them. They've got a lot to prove. Now, Sweat is now on their team. I think defensively they look a lot better. I think it'd be very interesting to me if Justin Fields had played all season and to see where they were at in record-wise. It wouldn't surprise me if they would be in the playoff hunt as well. But they improved a lot. The fact is we destroyed them week 1. It was glorious and wonderful. And the plan is to beat them in the last week as well. If we can do that, I know we will be very happy. Bears fans will be very depressed. But that is a very interesting scenario. Every single one of these games is interesting, except for I think the Panthers one is just interesting because we just have to win it. We just have to win it to stay in it. And it's not that it's – now, I understand the Panthers have a good defense, but they have a terrible offense, and they're the worst team in the league. So if you can't win week 1, then okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much riding on this game not to win this game. Anyways, I would love for you to post in your comments, what do you think the Packers are going to do? What do you think? Are we going to win out? Are we going to go 2-1? Are we going to make the playoffs? Are we not going to make the playoffs? Please post in the comments what you think. I'm so pumped that you're here, that you've taken the time to watch this video online. And, of course, we're going to be cheering on our Packers. We're going to be – I'm so excited about the future, not even just this season, but I am excited to watch what they're going to do. But this offense has outplayed people so bad. Or sorry, not outplayed. Has outperformed my expectations so bad. I thought Jordan Love was going to do a certain thing. He's already exceeded my expectations for the year. These young wide receivers are looking special, and in like I shouldn't say so. They're not elite yet, but they look like they have the right core to keep progressing, and I'm so excited to watch them not only this season but next season. I don't know what's going to happen with our running back situation for next year, but I just know that it feels like our future is bright, And as a Packers fan, that's all we could have really asked for this season, right? There were so many unknowns. There were so many moments where it's like, I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know what we're going to look like. I hope we're going to be good. There's been times like, how did we beat Detroit in Detroit on Thanksgiving? How did we beat Kansas City? I mean, they went to the Super Bowl last year, won it, right? And so it was crazy. It was crazy. And then we've lost to the Giants, and then we lost last week, and it was just like, oh, it's just painful, right? Games we can't afford to lose. Like if we would have just won, if we would have just beat the Giants, still lose to the Buccaneers, just lost to the Giants, our percentages, we'd be in the driver's seat right now. But it is what it is, and we signed up for this fandom. We said to people, listen, what are we going to do? What's going to happen? You don't know. It's must-see TV, people. You've got to watch it. You've got to see it. You've got to be there, and you got to be in the zone. We need all the fans to unite and just cheer this team on. And I don't know. Do we really need to? That's over dramatic. I mean, I'm just trying to make it bigger than it already is. And so I'm so excited about Sunday's game, Christmas Eve against the Panthers, and then the next week we're going to be playing in the new year. Oh no, it won't be the new year, will it? Yeah, we will. It's the 31st or Thursday. Anyways, whatever the date is, doesn't matter. We're going to be there. We're going to be playing, and it's going to be fantastic. And I hope that the Bears game is a relevant game. It's not just going to be a nothing game. So have a great day, and hit that like and subscribe. And of course, always, go Pack, go.